It's a huge, huge travel day because I'm going to Japan, which is crazy that the day is here. I'm going. Basically, yeah, I'm flying from New York to Japan. It's a 15-hour flight. It is 7 a.m. right now. My flight leaves at 10:50 a.m. So we're on time, on schedule so far. I'm going with my uncle. My uncle is a flight attendant. I am his like companion, so I get free flights on standby, but that's not what we're doing today because last minute this flight, like, everyone wants to go to Japan, I guess. So it was like filling up. We weren't gonna make it standby, so we ended up buying a ticket. But even with him, we get 20% off, which is really nice. So yeah, I for sure have a seat. For sure going to Japan today. We leave at 10:50 a.m. New York time, and it's Wednesday. And then we land on Thursday at 2 p.m. Japan time. It's a long travel day. I packed in a carry-on, which I'm really proud of myself, even though I'm leaving for 2 weeks. The longest flight I've been on was actually to Tokyo in 7th grade when I went to the Philippines, and we had a layover in Tokyo. I've never been to Tokyo or Japan, so should be interesting. I downloaded a lot of books, movies, TV shows, and I am just gonna take you along with me. Excited for the food. I have like a very specific time schedule that I'll get into, but welcome to the vlog. Let's go to Japan together. Walking to Grand Central. Figured I get my steps in. Sometimes I take the taxi here or the subway, but again, 15-hour flight. I'm not going to be walking much for the next 24 hours, and it's about 7:35, 7:40. I think I'm good on time, but it's hard to tell because I usually like cut it so close, and I'm trying not to do that today. There's usually a couple trains going, so I'm taking one train, the Long Island Railroad, and then I get on the like airport terminal and I'm there. JFK is like the easiest, in my opinion, to get to from my apartment because it's just 2 trains and I don't have to go up like stairs with my suitcase for the subway or anything. The next one is at 7:58 and 7:55. I've made it to the terminal. About to go through security. I don't need to like check a bag, and I already have my boarding pass on my phone. Got my passport. Trains were pretty empty on the way here. It is 8:42, so it took me basically like an hour to get here. I have TSA pre-check, so security should take me like less than 10 minutes usually. Okay, hey, I am through security, through the gate, trying a new microphone system, so we'll see how this works. But it's officially 9 a.m., so we board in 1 hour. Like I said, I usually cut it closer. Like, I don't like waiting at the gate, but I guess because it's an international flight, whatever. All I want right now is a large iced Dunkin' coffee. The reason why I'm not going to is since there's such a huge time difference, I'm using this app called Time Shifter, and it basically, like, you put in your flights and the time difference, and then it gives you a plan when you should fall asleep, when you should wake up, when you should expose yourself to light, when you should and should not have caffeine. So right now, until 11 a.m. when I board, I should avoid light. So it says like I should be having sunglasses on. Just like fix your circadian rhythm, and also no caffeine. And then it basically wants me to sleep 7.5 hours on the flight right when I get on, and then wake up around like 8 p.m. for real time and stay awake until we land. It's confusing, but they have it all laid out, and for like the next few days and at the end of the trip. So hopefully it'll work. I kind of used it in Europe, but I didn't really like follow it the whole time. If I wasn't, I probably would just get coffee right now. And apparently that would make it harder to adjust. So glad, because I don't need coffee right now. And 2 hours I can sleep. Thought I'd share some of my essentials, what I pack on the plane. Packed in a carry-on, and then this bag will go under my seat. And I have this little strap that straps it on. When I was like traveling through the train and stuff, I had this on my back, but when I'm around the airport, it's nice to just have this here. Just like unclips. My passport, of course. Okay, I have a lot of different headphones. I have AirPods, and then I have these wired headphones that fit into my phone, which I actually last weekend I went to Texas, and I completely forgot headphones altogether, which is crazy for me because I usually bring at least like 3 kinds. And so I bought those, and I like to use those like on the train and stuff. And then I have my Sony headphones. These are so great and comfortable and noise canceling, especially because the AirPods, 1, won't last the whole flight. I need to like put them back in the case at some point, and 2, they just like start to hurt your ears. And then I also have corded headphones somewhere that fit into the TV. But another thing I got, okay, I have like a bunch of different bags within bags. I'm excited to try this out. It's Bluetooth thing that goes into the TV that I can connect my Bluetooth headphones to. And I'm also just now realizing, I think I forgot. I think these also have a cord that can be a cord to plug into a TV, but I'm not sure if that's in my bag of cords right here. This is like all my camera stuff and chargers that I just like to bring in my carry-on. Since it's such a long flight, I have like a bunch of my essentials in here versus keeping it up in the overhead compartment. A hairbrush, my retainers, my glasses. Then I have a bunch of sunglasses in here, which again, I should be wearing to like block out sun, my eyelash curler, a bunch of like hair stuff in this bag. And then I have toiletry bag, like my medications, my moisturizer, face wash, toothbrush, just like all the essential toiletries I can't live without. These eye patches are my favorite. I'm using my last pack, so in the morning, whenever that is, I'll put them on towards the end of the flight. I have a face mask in case the lights are on and I want to sleep. And then I also have a face mask, which you don't need to wear masks on the plane anymore, but I honestly like wearing them because I can sleep better and I feel like my mouth and like I just don't get as dry. Clorox wipes. Let's see if there's anything else in here that I can show y'all. Also, something I've been starting to wear on flights that are really helping are compression socks. These look kind of insane, but it's supposed to really help with like circulation, and I feel like it does. I actually ordered a pack on Amazon. I got the smallest size and they were not as tight as these. My dad gave me these, so I wouldn't recommend the ones I got on Amazon, so sorry, I'm not gonna link them, but yeah, that's like pretty much it. Oh, and then I have my iPad and computer. Boarding's gonna start technically in like 11 minutes, but because I'm just in basic economy, I won't board for probably like at least 20, 25, 30. But I'm like kind of near my gate. I'm just like got really lucky and found a quiet spot so I could talk to y'all. Okay, if you are not a Japanese citizen, you have to like fill out a customs form, and there's a QR code up there, but literally the line is so long. So I'm just gonna wait out for a sec, but they just started pre-boarding. So exciting. Can't wait to get in my seat and close my eyes. All right, we've made it on the plane. We boarded. I chose an aisle seat for this flight. I used to be a die-hard window girly, but I realized you have more room in an aisle seat. So for a flight like this, we went with the aisle. First things first, we have to wipe everything down because the stories I've heard from flight attendant Uncle Elmer are scary. And it's just an easy thing to start off with. Closed my eyes until we took off. Then lunch came 30 minutes into the flight. Spoiler alert, none of the food was great on this flight. Options for this meal were chicken or pork, and I got a glance of the chicken and decided to go with the pork, which was kind of a breaded / fried, if it wasn't sealed in a steamed container vibe. It was very much
fine. My airplane meal hack is to put the butter under the hot meal so it's more spreadable for your bread, but I girl bossed too close to the sun with this one because it was completely liquid by the time I was ready for my bread, so don't put it under there for too long. Sides for this meal were average. The cold shrimp noodles were fine, and the cinnamon brownie bar was definitely the best on the plate, but the dessert usually is. According to my jet lag app, I'm supposed to sleep for the first 6 hours of this 12-hour flight, so I put on my eye mask and my face mask and my hood and passed out. I think I keep calling it a different length, but I think this flight was 14 hours, I think. I woke up about 4.5 hours later and read a book for maybe 30 minutes before deciding to turn on a movie. By the way, my Bluetooth headphone thing is such a life changer, and if my AirPods were already on noise control mode, then it stayed that way, which was amazing. I watched Fall Guy, which I'd been wanting to watch. An hour into the movie, a snack came, which were these dried snap pea snacks and a below average, borderline bad cold ham and cheese sandwich, but I got cranberry juice, which is my fave airplane drink. Finished the movie. It was really good. Love Emily and Ryan, plus it took 2 hours off the flight time, so we're over halfway. 7.5 hours in and 6.5 hours to go. So yes, 14 hours. Tried to rest for another 2.5 hours before going to my downloaded shows to watch the new Disney Plus Marvel series. Agatha is back, but I wasn't really feeling it. So I watched Descendants 4, which also have been dying to watch. Something about me is I'm a huge Descendants fan, although of course this one doesn't hit the same. We're now in the final 2 hours after that movie. Breakfast came and I got an egg veggie scramble with fruit, which was probably the best meal on the flight, but still below average compared to other plain meals I've had. Plus got a black tea because my app said it's time for a little caffeine. Last movie of the trip, I turned on Red, White, and Royal Blue, but we landed before I could finish it, so we'll have to circle back to this one on the flight home. Oh, and then right before we landed, they gave us warm towels, which I love. This flight overall went by faster than I thought it would for a 14-hour flight. I didn't buy Wi-Fi on my phone. I was barely on my phone, honestly. I think it really helped that I slept for so long at the beginning of the flight, so the first half went by really quickly. Then you get off, you go straight through customs. Japan has a website where you can register and declare things online, so it's a pretty quick process, all things considered. And then once we were through customs, we didn't check any bags, so we just took the subway straight to our hotel in Tokyo. Okay guys, we have arrived in Tokyo. Honestly really exhausted. We got here probably around like 4 p.m. and then just had a little snack and dinner and about to go to sleep. But that was my travel day. It was a long day and I don't feel as tired as I thought I would, but I know as soon as I like lay down and my head hits the pillow, I'm gonna be out. So thanks for watching. Love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video, which will maybe be this whole trip's vlog, but if not, I've already started posting on my Instagram and TikTok and stuff of content from this trip, so go check it out.